What's up, everybody? I've got a fun little concept for a video today. I'm right outside Red Dog Wine and Spirits here in Franklin, Tennessee. I'm going to go inside and I'm going to buy 3 whiskeys that Greeze and I have historically been on record as not liking at all. I'm going to pick them up. Patrick's going to set up a blind. Greeze doesn't even know the theme of this, so it's going to be a lot of fun to see what he thinks about these whiskeys, having no concept of what they are, but that he is on record of really not liking. So I'm going to run in there. It's pouring down rain behind me, as you can tell, so I'm not going to film outside, but I'm going to run in, grab these 3 whiskeys, and then you'll see later in the Nook what we think about them. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's check it out. All right, so as promised, we're here in the Nook. We have been poured up A, B, and C by Taylor and Patrick. And there is a theme to this that I've already revealed to you, and Greeze has no idea.
Oh, you've already filmed.
There is a theme. We're going to try them blind. We're going to rate them. I don't know what order they're in, so it's still kind of blind to me. And then we're going to get Greaze's thoughts, and then my thoughts, and then we're going to reveal at the end all of them because I don't want to give away the theme early. So you're going to go A, B, and C. We're going to try them. Patrick's going to throw up some B-roll of the actual bottle during this so that you can follow along at home with what we're actually drinking. But let's get into it, buddy. Twister. Okay.
That's got good oak.
Nose has a little bit of nut to it.
It is nutty.
A little nutty. That's not bad, though. It tastes like it has oak and youth at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that weird?
Well, I thought the oak, I was like, wait a second. Was I tasting oak?
It's just grainy.
Or was I tasting nutty?
Yeah.
And then on the tail end of that nutty, it's kind of bitter, like I'm getting like that grain note on something younger.
Yeah, no, it definitely has a grainy finish.
I don't feel like I've...
Proof, what do you think?
Oh, proof?
I don't think it's super high.
No. I'm going to say between 90 and 100, probably closer to 90.
Yeah?
92.
Yeah.
I don't know what's 92.
It's not offensive. The finish is not great.
No.
But it's not bad.
I wouldn't cancel it.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to B. Let's see where we're at, and then we can rank them maybe.
Am I supposed to name them? Like, do I know these bottles, or is this just like an experience?
These are not, like, by any means something that you've never heard of. So if you think you know what something is, sure, try to name it.
This feels like an Evan Williams 1783.
Okay. So once again, I don't know the order. I do know the bottles. So I'm not going to say, like, at any point, oh, that could be it, because yeah. I honestly don't know. But I will say, based off the taste, I have no clue which one this is.
So Beam Nutty, this is not Beam Nutty.
It doesn't taste like a
This is product. Heaven Hill Nutty to me. And so around that 90 proofer, still with a flavor punch, I'm like, I love 1783. So
okay, cool.
Going B.
Going to B. So Patrick.
Ooh, lighter.
Reveal to B. Oh, the nose is more fruity, I feel like, than the first one.
Yeah. No, it's lighter, fruitier, kind of floral on the nose, too. A little light floral.
Finish is pretty quick. Mm-hmm. But that actually, I think
this feels like a daily drinker, where the 1783 is a daily drinker, but
flavor of this one, I like better than A. I like B, the flavor, better than A. Because A, I feel like, had a more grain finish. This doesn't. This actually feels...
This has no finish.
It doesn't. But so I'm
Go back to A right now and tell me that is not a better full mouth feel.
I don't like the finish. It's corny. It's too corny. I don't like it. I don't like the finish on A at all.
You don't like it, or you?
I actually don't prefer it. I actually don't like A.
You don't like A?
Mm-mm. I don't like A.
I think it's great. I mean, not great. I think it's good. I think it's really good.
Would you buy that?
I would drink this daily.
Would you buy that?
Depending on how much it is.
Okay, nothing was astronomical. Nothing was over $60, I think, that I bought.
I would not pay $60 for that.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just, I gave you a
This is a $20, $25 port the most.
$20 to $25.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Interesting. Noted. I don't know. I'm telling you, I like bees.
I love the softness of it. I love the sweetness of it. But this literally is one-dimensional and it goes nowhere.
No, I agree with that. It is.
I don't even know what this would be, except... But like we're dealing with low proofers here. Like
Are we?
We're not dealing with over 100 yet. This might be 100.
I don't know the proof of all of them, but I don't think that any are. There's no high proofers by any means, so I think that you're safe in that. I'm telling you that I like B better than A. I would drink B over A, but I do agree it's less complex. But the grain end on A is not good to me. I would tolerate B a lot more than I'd drink B. I wouldn't be upset about it. Depending on the price is, I think, probably where it gets you. But there's nothing about B
I'm
that
so
offends me.
convinced that A is 1783. I can't get away from it.
I do not like.
I don't know why you would get that though. I don't know why, because like I have that.
I didn't say that any of these aren't something you have.
Right.
I just couldn't come over to your house because it's such a mess and say. Not the whole house, the nook of knowing where your whiskey is and say, I need specific things, because then it would ruin the theme.
You ruined the theme.
No, actually, it's a pretty good theme. You moving on to C yet? You still hanging out with B? Flirting with it a little bit?
Well, B's pissing me off because...
I like B. I like the nose on B. I like the
nose is good. The nose is
There's
good.
no finish. It's zero finish.
The palate is flavorful. It hits you, but that is it.
Honestly, I would say... B is something that you probably could...
What the hell is that? C.
Good or bad? I haven't gotten there yet.
Way different. Like, way off the rails.
All right, let me take a nose.
This is apparently a theme that's not really a theme.
It's almost like bubble gum. Smell it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kind of like bubble gum.
I don't know what I like anymore. This is pissing me off. B pisses me off. I can't figure out B.
See?
A, I would bet $1,000 A is 1783.
A is my least favorite.
I don't give a crap what it is.
C is interesting. I think I know the order in my head.
There's nothing over 100 proof that you poured us here.
Cannot confirm nor deny.
You can confirm it because I know it.
Yeah, it's probably fair.
I'm good at proof.
There's one I don't know the proof on. But I don't think it's over 100. I think it's in the 90s. I think the nose is interesting on C. The palate it's really sweet. Isn't that really sweet to you?
Here's the deal. All three to me are super crushable.
Oh, these are summertime bourbons.
These are summertime pours.
A, I would drain pour though. I do not like it.
You would drain pour A?
I think it's too corny. It just tastes grainy and bitter. I don't think it's good. I don't think A is a good bourbon. Personally.
Dude, I think you're nutso.
A is nutso.
It's younger. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong about the characteristics, but I wouldn't be like drain pour.
All right, now let's go backwards. So take a sip of C, then B, then A.
I've always gone backwards.
Going back to B? B's kind of my sweet spot.
No, the B's nose is freaking great. It's really great. B's nose is really great.
Swish it around in your mouth like a fluoride treatment. That's not how my dentist told me to do it. B's got actually a lot more complexity and flavor than the rest of them to me.
Okay. B wins today. 100%.
Okay. And now go back to A.
I'm back. I'm with you.
B is the best of these.
I'm with you now that we're going backwards.
I can't do A. I cannot do A. A is not good. A is not good.
It's not good.
A is a drain pour.
It's not a drain pour.
I would pour that down the drain.
It's not 1783.
It is 1,000%. 1783 is not in the lineup.
I don't know why.
I
don't know why.
Okay.
I really liked it when it was first.
Yeah, and that's why you have to go backwards.
You have to go backwards.
You have to, because you're comparing everything to A, then you have to compare everything to C. So my ranking goes B, C, A. I think B, I'm probably a buy on.
I don't know. What's the price on B? What's your best guess the price is on B? $60.
No, everything is under $60. I think everything is under $50.
That's kind of what I said. Under 50 without tax?
No, probably 50 is probably the highest.
With tax?
No, with tax, probably close to 60. Yeah. But I don't think B is that one. I could be wrong. Then
B definitely wins the day. Then I would actually go C and A. But C
is fine. Probably a bar. It doesn't offend me. There's nothing wrong with C. C is a pretty solid whiskey.
C is the exact pour I'm taking to the pool. I don't know what it is.
B and C, I actually could see myself buying for the flavor and for the whiskey in and of itself. I'm a hard pass on A.
I don't know if I'd buy B for $50.
I don't know the price yet. So
come at me. I don't know.
Okay, so the theme was things that we have been a hard pass on.
A hard pass on?
Yeah. So we have larceny.
Was that B?
I don't know. I don't know the order. We have Basil Hayden. And we have Bibb and Tucker.
Okay, I'm going to say A, Bibb and Tucker, C, Basil Hayden, and B, larceny.
My guess is A, larceny, B, Basil Hayden, C, Bibb and Tucker. Patrick, which whiskey was A?
So this is A, B, and C, like when you arranged them.
Yeah.
Damn it. You're right.
A was larceny. Small batch. 92 proof. Heaven Hill weeded bourbon. Let's see B. B was Bibb and Tucker.
Motherfather.
6-year-old
So
age-stated
stupid.
bourbon that we both said was our favorite of the lot. And hit us with C, Patrick.
Hang on a second. Can we just go back to Bibb and Tucker for a second?
Basil Hayden.
We did not. That's not the same whiskey we had. 100%.
Well, no, so that was
Because
part of...
this tasted like dirt back in the day. It literally tasted like sour, young dirt.
So the entire experiment is that we made a preconceived notion 4 or 5 years ago about a whiskey.
Yeah, and we shouldn't do that.
Never went back to it.
We shouldn't do that.
So my theme was, what are things we have said we do not like? One, I'll tell you this, larceny, I still do not like. I do not like larceny, the standard
I'll be
expression.
honest with you. Blind at the beginning, it wasn't until I went backwards that I didn't like it. I actually thought there was some complexity to it, but it was because there was 5 different things going on. And I don't know if you necessarily want that on a 92 proof.
I am
leader.
shocked at how... Now, I will say, the finish on this 92 proof 6-year-old Bibb and Tucker was very short, but it did have the most fruit and sweetness and floral aromas. It's not a bad pour.
I drink it. Here's the deal. It's too expensive. That's too expensive for it to be a...
It's $54 is what I paid. So Bibb and Tucker was $54. Basil Hayden was $49.99, and the cheapest was the larceny.
Basil Hayden. I would probably stand by that because Basil Hayden, while I said that is my summer pour by the pool, at 80 proof,
right? It does make
it's
sense.
super easy. Well, and I also this is a way to, I don't want to say wow a new whiskey drinker, but the bottle is cool looking.
Yeah,
it's an easy pour. If you've got somebody, if you like to treat someone to a more expensive pour of an 80 proofer, this is probably a go-to for some people.
What I would say about B and C both Basil Hayden and the Bibb and Tucker, if you're looking at bottles that maybe are not offensive, still hit the notes of bourbon that you want, I had this built-up notion that Basil Hayden just tasted terrible. And
I never thought that.
It may not be worth
weak sauce.
It may not be worth the price. But sometimes having something, one, revisiting something that you haven't had in a while is a good idea. But two, the fact that you could maybe have something on here, get people introduced to actually good whiskey flavors. Like, these are not bad bourbon flavors. get them introduced to it, that maybe you can start to build a love for the flavors of whiskey. That's what I like about these. And so, sure, you may be paying $10, $15 over what you think they're worth, but we've all overpaid for whiskey. I think maybe getting some of these in your library, so when people come over, you can pour it for them and they're not going to have like just an intense Kentucky hug. It could be worth your time. That's all I wanted to prove with this experiment tonight.
All three of these are bars. Now that
No, A is a pass. Larceny, I still stand by. I do not like.
No, you can stand by it. That's totally fine. This pisses me off.
Thank you so much for watching, folks. This was a fun experiment. Thank you to Patrick and Taylor for setting up the blind for us tonight. And if you want more of this content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment of some other things you think that you hated before and we should try to see if we like it better later on in our career. You can buy merch like this and like this and like this at thepodcast.com/store. And as always, support us on Patreon at patreon.com/thepodcast. We'll talk to you next time.